Hi, I'm Stephanie Laska. I lost 140 pounds and created Dirty Lazy Keto. Thanks for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the show. Okie dokie. We are talking today about keto dinner frozen meals. So it's keto dinner time, but we're talking about frozen meals. So that's why I put on my scarf, because it's very chilly in here. I even have my Ugg boots off to the side because my whole office is full of frozen food at the moment. So it's super chilly and it's winter time. So no matter what time of year it is really though, keto dinner frozen meals can be very helpful. And a lot of people might go, yeah, it's frozen. Frozen food is not healthy. Frozen food isn't fresh. You have to be perfect. You know, all those people who are like putting their nose up and down or up or whatever the expression is, you know, judging others. Let's just push those people out to the side. Those people are not welcome here today. So if you are feeling snooty or judgmental, this is not the video for you, because I don't want you to feel like the perfect is the enemy of the good. Have you ever heard that expression? Do you like that expression? Don't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. Done is better than perfect. All kind of meaning the same thing. If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up, please. That way I know you're alive and listening. Because so many people think we have to have keto lifestyle perfect. We have to home cook everything. We have to make everything from scratch. It has to be organic. It has to be expensive. It has to be from Whole Foods or Whole Paycheck or the organic, you know, local market, farm raised, line caught. Like, oh my gosh, I could go on and on and on. But really, what is the harm in incorporating some keto dinner frozen meals? What do you guys think? I personally think with Dirty Lazy Keto, it's okay to take shortcuts in the kitchen. In fact, I would like to encourage it. And the reason why is because when you have keto dinner frozen meals, I think in your weekly planner, you are going to be much more likely to stick with it. You know what I mean? Do you agree? Are you thumbs upping me just because I said thumbs up? Or do you agree with me that having some little shortcuts to rely on in your kitchen might make the whole experience being on the keto diet, sticking with it, you might just be much more successful. So that's the angle I'm coming at here, is I want the whole keto lifestyle to be easy. I want it to be fun. You don't have to be perfect. I'm like the laziest person. I'm always cutting corners and I want to do the bare minimum. You know what I mean? I'll admit it. And still lose weight and keep my weight off. So this is, in part, how I lost 140 pounds and have kept it off for almost a decade. And I feel like a lot of you out there are losing weight and being successful while taking shortcuts like this too. Are you? Tell me. Tell me I'm not the only one eating frozen foods. I even got my boots in here in case I get extra chilly. I'm ready for the winter. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to be discussing 5 main benefits of keto dinner frozen meals while looking at real life examples, and I'm going to give away a prize. Big whammies. Is there a prize that you're hoping lands? If you put it in the comments, maybe it'll come true. You ready? Big whammies, big whammies. Spin, spin, spin. So what are you hoping the prize will be? Let's see if you might guess it. Oh, that could be very dramatic and exciting. Okay, it says spin again. So you still have time. Type in the comments, what are you hoping the prize is? Let's see. I know, so dramatic. Oh my gosh, it says spin again. Let's go the other way. This is getting a little bit long in the tooth. Here we go. Should I just reach out and grab it? Okay, it is going to be a copy of the Keto Diet Restaurant Guide. How fun is that? That's a really good prize, you guys. Let me show you an example of the cover, of what that looks like. That is one of our newest books. My husband and I put this together. He did most of the work. I'm going to be honest. He's my math man. But it's a Keto Diet Restaurant Guide. Eat healthy, stay in ketosis, all while dining out on a low-carb diet. It's only on Amazon, and it's an ebook or paperback. But today I'm going to pick a winner, chicken dinner from the comments, and I will mail you a copy of the paperback without you having to pay for it. So there you go. We'll make this fun, because even if you don't want to cook a frozen dinner, you might want to go out to eat. And this way you'll know what to order, because it's all full of low-carb suggestions. Okay, I better put my gloves back on because I'm going to be talking about frozen meals and handling a lot of frozen stuff. My hands are going to get cold. I actually keep gloves like these out in my garage next to my chest freezer. I also have another stand-up freezer and then the one in the house. That way when I'm digging for my items, I don't make my little fingers fall off. So we're going to talk about 5 main benefits of keto dinner frozen meals while looking at real life examples. Okay, so number one, I feel like a lot of people don't have time to cook. Are you like that? No? Just me? Me? Come on, people. Work with me. Are you just cooking all day and you have all the time in the world? I don't think so. Most of us are super busy doing other fun things. And when it comes to cooking, you're like, it's such a chore. Now, even though I've written, 4 cookbooks, I also feel that way too. I'm like, can I just pop something, pull it out of the freezer, and can I just pop it in the microwave? Boop, 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 dinner served. It's okay to take these shortcuts. So when you're busy, you're pressed for time, it is so much easier and better to take something frozen for dinner, right? It could be the whole meal, it could be a partial. I'll give you some ideas, but pop it in the microwave. That way you are ready to go and you have something to eat. That's better than going off the wagon and grabbing a bag of tortilla chips, right? A lot of people do that when they're hungry. They wait and wait and wait. Oh, I'll be good. And then all of a sudden all heck breaks loose and they're just chowing down on anything. So I really feel like having some frozen meals. Now I'm going to hold up a couple examples here. This is Atkins, low carb living. This is a crustless chicken pot pie. Okay. 6 grams of net carbs. Here's another Atkins frozen entree. This one is roasted turkey with garlic mashed cauliflower. Hello. And this is 6 grams of net carbs. I really do feel like having some frozen meals on hand can be wonderful in situations where you feel like maybe it's an emergency. You're starving and you're hungry and you don't have time. And so that's why number 2 is this is great for an emergency. You don't have to panic. You don't have to bust out the chips. You're going to have some frozen things on hand. Now, have you tried a frozen meal on keto? If you have, please tell us in the comments, what was the brand? What was the item you tried? Was it any good? Was it expensive? Was it cheap? Was it hard to find? Tell us these things because, we all live in different parts of the world watching this. Some folks are going to start yelling at me any second now and be like, I'm in Australia. We don't have these frozen meals. Or, I'm in Canada. We don't have access to all this stuff, Stephanie. It's not fair. No, I get it. And that's why I'm not going to just talk about those kinds of frozen meals. Do you like my hat? It's my winter caboose, Russia. I don't know. But just those commercial type products aren't the only thing I'm going to talk about today. But if you've tried some of those commercial products, feel free to share your suggestions. But I do think it's a great emergency to have, whether it's commercially prepared or packaged, whether it's something you prepared, and it'll help you through those emergencies. Here's a non-commercial example. It is very unattractive in my Ziploc with my writing. And here I wrote on here, look, I'm so good. I wrote in permanent marker, chicken soup stock, February 13th, 2023. So I always put random stuff in my freezer in food storage containers, plastic bags, label it so I know what it is. And then when I'm hungry, I'll go surfing my fridge, my freezer. I'll put on my scarf, my gloves, and I start digging. And then I often get inspired by that. So it's okay to do that. You don't have to feel like you have to make everything from scratch. It might just be that some parts of your meal are frozen, right? Could be parts. Like that Atkins dish we just held up. That was a roasted cauliflower with smashed cauliflower, wasn't it? It was roasted turkey with smashed cauliflower. You can easily make this yourself. Now, I buy these in rice cauliflower, organic, frozen rice, blah, blah, blah. I buy these at Costco or a grocery outlet. And it comes in, these aren't individually portioned. These are, apparently this is supposed to serve 3 or 5 people, I don't know. But I eat it all. But this is a really helpful emergency tool item for me. It's making a lot of noise. Okay, there we go. Because I can just stick this in a glass covered dish, put it in the microwave, boop, 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 boop. And my frozen cauliflower can turn into magic in literally 5 minutes or less. Now you could just eat it like this. I could chop up some chicken, add that, some nuts, some soy sauce. I could add some vegetables. I could make it like a Asian themed fried rice, or I could add some cream, some butter, some sour cream, some cream cheese, some ranch powder seasoning, and I could go more of the creamed like faux mashed potato route. But either way, this is an amazing emergency item. And I always have this in my freezer no matter what. No matter what. So I feel very strongly about this. Obviously you can tell how excited I am with my giant pink winter hat. But I feel like everyone needs to have a list of these emergency type foods on hand. And I put together my list and I shared it with you guys in the new book, which is Extra Easy Keto. I make a lot of cheat sheets in here and I encourage you to do the same. I share my to-go emergency meals, travel meals, meals that I can take on the road, easy lunches, easy dinners, quick recipes. And I give you a lot of those brainstorm ideas. Because especially when you're new, you don't know. You're like, well, I don't know. I'm starving to death. What should I eat? And then like you said, or like I said earlier, a lot of people end up panicking and then you start eating tortilla chips. We don't want that. So either steal my list from Extra Easy Keto or make your own. Put it on the side of the fridge, put it on your phone, put it somewhere. That way when an emergency strikes, you're not reaching for a brownie, a cookie, a cake mix. I used to do that when I was hungry. Make a cake. Really? Just for myself. Wouldn't actually make the cake. I would just eat the batter, but that's a whole nother issue. Let's move on. Another benefit, this is the third benefit about using frozen foods, is that there's really nice built-in portion control, depending on what you pick out, obviously. But one of my favorites is like pre-made turkey burgers or pre-made hamburgers that are already, already formed. Whoops. I got a Lucy somewhere around here. But they're already formed, they're already shaped. You don't have to like get an egg. You don't have to, get up some kind of Parmesan and start making patties and blah, blah, blah. They're just already made, ready to go. And I will pull these out and stick a turkey burger or a hamburger in my air fryer and just walk away. I'll just throw it on a random time for a random amount, just keep checking it. Throw some cheese on, boom, I'm done. But I like how it's individually portioned, flash frozen, ready to go. So I think that's a real benefit, that portion control. And also, a lot of people out there might be saying, well, I cook for one. Is anyone keto cooking for one? Yes? Let me see. Put it in the comments if you are. If you're just cooking for yourself, you're just making meals for yourself, I'm going to link up a video for that after, which is called Keto Cooking for One. Okay? Because I've got a lot of ideas for you. Did anyone say in the comments that they like to make these Quest frozen pizzas? Anyone? They can be a little expensive, right? The Quest frozen pizzas. Do you like them, first of all, or do they taste like, anyone? Like, gone. Anyone? I used to like these when that was my only option, but now I feel like we've come a long way. There's seems to be a lot better other things out there. But I still have this in my freezer. I've probably had this Quest pizza in my freezer now for like a really long time. I'm not going to even embarrass myself, but probably at least 3 years. And I would not be afraid to eat it either, you guys, because if I'm desperate and I have to have pizza and I don't have any other options, I might just eat it, Oh, I think it's spilling on me. I better set it down. What are some other frozen foods that you like that have built-in portion control? Can you please share with us? Should I take off the goofy hat, or are you making fun of me? You like it? Now I got the big hair. That's okay. Now, have you guys tried the Real Good brand frozen entrees? Because we're talking about keto dinner. Now, I like that these are portion control. These are the broccoli and cheddar stuffed chicken. I've tried a whole bunch of their products, and this one is pretty good. It's got a weird outside, but I don't know. I mean, it's not the same as the stuffed chicken, but I'm okay with that. I mean, it's okay. I'll eat it, I know you're laughing like, that's not a really great endorsement, Stephanie. Well, it's not probably the best thing I've ever had, but I like it. And if it's on sale and I bought it at Walmart and it's in the freezer and I'm hungry, I'll eat it. I'll just throw these in the air fryer. I follow the directions for the air fryer on the back. I feel like that's probably the best way to make it. But tell me what you think. And you don't have to just be making keto dinner just for yourself. I mean, that was just one tip I wanted to share regarding the Soloness, that a lot of people are doing this. But I personally make the same keto dinner for my whole family. So it doesn't matter if they're doing keto or not. I'm like, this is what's for dinner, and I'm cooking, so everyone enjoy. And if y'all want to make something special to go on the side, then go for it. This one I make pretty regularly. This is a Jenny O oven-ready boneless turkey breast. What I like about this is it's already prepped. It's already cleaned. There's no like gizzards or tongues or necks or any weird turkey stuff that you have to touch or deal with. It's literally in a oven-safe bag, and it goes directly in whatever you want to cook it. Your oven. I've been cooking it in my slow cooker, and I feed my whole family this, and there's even a gravy packet, and I'll make green beans or broccoli or whatever. But it's frozen, easy to buy, easy to have on hand, especially in emergencies or on a cold winter day. It really hits the spot, people. I'm telling you. Oh, here's my singleton turkey burger, and a lot of hamburgers can come like this too. Really easy to peel and just toss in the air fryer. I'll even spray a little oil on both sides to get, really cooked well. I feel like it adds a little flavor to it. And I'll add spices, whatever I'm in the mood for. I mentioned the Real Good. Have you guys tried the chicken nuggets? I swear I'm obsessed. I keep trying things for the podcast to share with you guys. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't want that. But then I taste it. I'm like, dang it, it's really good. I think this is like my 5th packet I've bought at Walmart. These are the Real Good chicken nuggets. I put them in the air fryer, and they're fabulous. Now, I make chicken nuggets myself very easily, very simply. In fact, there's a recipe for them, a really good recipe in Extra Easy Keto that you're going to love for grown-up chicken nuggets. But these are fun, too. And it's okay to enjoy a fun keto treat once in a while. Why not? If it's available and you can afford it, do it. It doesn't mean you're not cooking, right? It just means that you are cooking from frozen, perhaps. This is a wonderful tip that my hairdresser talked to me about. She was buying these Kirkland, which is Costco, farm-raised cooked tail-on shrimp, deveined, de-everything, peeled, ready to go. Basically, they're like loose and they're frozen, and you just pull them out and you just put them under some hot water or warm water, de-thaw them, and then just heat up some oil in a pan, go shimmy them around a little bit, add whatever you want to add. I like to make like an Alfredo with these, Alfredo sauce, or just put them over zucchini noodles. But either way, I'm making a delicious dinner, and I could make shrimp tacos, put on a salad. But I feel like I'm cooking, but I don't know. Am I really cooking? Who cares? Just make some food that's healthy and low carb and great amount of protein, and it's delicious. So I keep these in my freezer too. I think it's easy, easy, easy. We talked about some of the benefits. I like the fact that with some of these frozen meals, there's not a lot of, I have to hold this thing up over here. There's not a lot of waste. And what I mean by that is I can just make exactly what I want to make. Now, that's different with that giant turkey roast, but other forms of keto dinner frozen meals, I can control like how much I'm actually going to cook, right? So whether it be one handful of shrimp, or whether it be, gotta set this down, my little trash can there, or whether it be a serving of Tyson grilled and ready fajita chicken breast strips, pre-cooked, pre-seasoned, frozen. You just throw a couple in a pan, thaw it, microwave it, whatever, stir fry it. And then I can make a delicious keto-friendly dinner. So technically I'm like kind of cooking, right? Who cares? Who cares? You don't have to make everything from scratch. Now, have you tried other brands of chicken strips? A lot of people like, what is it? The Tyson blackened chicken strips. Have you found those? Or the Walmart brand, great value. But the key is you're buying grilled chicken strips. You're not buying the deep fried. Now, it doesn't have to be chicken strips, right? Don't get hung up on that. Be like, I live in Canada, I live in Europe, I'm in Australia, we don't have that. Well, you have something. Like, shop at your local grocery store. Don't be online ordering specialty garbage from keto stores. Just get regular old food. Now, all grocery stores are going to sell fish or chicken or beef or hamburger. Just buy real food. Now, I bought these at Walmart, Sam's Club. This is premium wild-caught ahi tuna steaks. And you don't have to buy these, but I just like the fact that they're packaged individually. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that. These are like flash frozen. And that way, if it's just you, a lot of our solo folks out there, or you don't want to waste, you just wanted to thaw something just for yourself, you can get one serving out and make it for yourself, or two for you and your spouse or partner, or 3 or 4, but you're not like buying huge fish or huge packages and feeling stressed or about waste. So I think that's another benefit. I got to talk fast today so we don't have my fish de-thaw, right? Okay, so now here is another one. We've talked about less waste. We've talked about a built-in portion control. We've talked about great for emergencies. It's great as a time saver. But what about saving money? Like, I'm into saving money. That kind of goes in with less waste, right? Now, I tend to do a lot of leftovers, and I recycle ingredients. So it doesn't have to be the same meal like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which, believe me, I do. But I also save like leftover ingredients. Here in this Ziploc I'm showing you is a packet of shredded chicken. This is from March 1st. Thank you. So recent, 2023. Always label your food. And I like if you squish it nice and flat, then it allows you to stack. And this is cooked. It was shredded chicken that I used for tacos. So it's already ready to go. And I'm going to keep it in the Ziploc. So that way, when I want to make tacos or have a salad and I need some protein, boom, you're ready to go. Now, think about what you can do to make your life easier, simpler. That way you can stay in the keto diet, you can be successful, you can make this a lifestyle. Think of all the different ways frozen food could help support you on that. Now, when you're eating dinner, it doesn't have to be dinner type food like chicken, steak, but why not have like sausage, breakfast sausage? That's frozen. Breakfast sausage is delicious. And it's pre-cooked and it's easy to make. So number 5 is look for frozen meals that require minimal effort, because there will be days when your energy is low and you're lazy. That's me, dirty, lazy keto queen, where you just want to cook something fast. Now, of course, there's going to be other options where you're like, okay, I'm going to get out my frozen meatballs, and then I'm going to make a salad, and then I'm going to make a sauce. But there's going to be other days where you don't want to go through all that effort, and you just want to take like a sausage product or a meatball product that's already done, it's already cooked. A brand I really like is called Idell's, and they come in all different flavors of sausages and meatballs, but they're pre-cooked. That's one of the secrets there. Yes, you can buy frozen meatballs that are not cooked, but that's going to require a little bit more work. So try to find some items to keep in your freezer for those emergencies where you just feel lazy. That's number 5, laziness. And I have all sorts of sausages, not just breakfast sausage, but here's chorizo, soy. I do turkey, beef, what have you. Have all sorts of items on hand, especially the ones that are already cooked. That way you can add them to some scrambled eggs, make like a quiche, or do all sorts of fun things. I add this to chili without beans, of course. There's just all sorts of yummy ways to make it fun and interesting. And if I'm super lazy, I'm gonna pull out my giant, like, boom! This is my giant one. This is probably my go-to. I like to buy the big giant bags of flash frozen chicken. I mentioned the flash frozen fish earlier, but I also do that with turkey burgers, with hamburgers, with chicken breasts, and that way I can pull out the just 1 or 2 or whatever I need and just put it directly in the air fryer, directly in the slow cooker, just directly. You know what I mean? Boom. Not a lot of fuss. Cook from frozen. It's the way to go. I've been doing a lot on Sundays lately where I just pull a bunch of that chicken and throw it in a slow cooker. And then I put it there in the morning, add like some ranch powder seasoning, maybe some leftover onion if I have that laying around, or celery, but not a lot of work. Just chuck it all in, turn it on for like 8 hours. No real complicated recipe, and then just go eat it later. Boom. That's it, right? Because there are going to be those days where your energy is super low, where you're unmotivated or tired or exhausted. You don't have time. There'll be emergencies, and you don't want to be caught off guard. And that way, when you have these keto frozen meals, whether it be the whole meal, just for yourself, for everyone, or just components, it makes your whole life easier. And that way you're able to be more successful. I know, right? So those were my 5 benefits for talking about keto dinners that are frozen. I'm sure I didn't cover them all. Can you share some more? And if you have a tip or suggestion, will you please add it in the comments? And make sure you gave this a thumbs up. And so we did talk about next video. I'm going to link up for you after this. I'll put it underneath. Will be, or next, or whatever, however it looks. It'll be a keto diet meals and tips just for one person. So that'll be the following one. So I hope you walked away with a new idea, or at the very least, you're feeling excited, motivated, right? You are? Say that.